Welcome back, scholars. Still working on the review for Revenant, taking a lot of my time because usually videos that take a lot more editing. Listen, I'm a novice. I'm admitting it. I'm trying to grow and improve, so that's why I'm putting more effort into this. But don't feel like I'm going to neglect you, beautiful people, with content. So we're checking out a article by Game Post about Gummy Bears. You don't like candy? Bungie does. On the screen. Exclusive details on Bungie's MOBA-Smashbro hybrid Gummy Bears under new PlayStation Studio. I never thought we would hear Bungie and Smash Bros together. Because, you know, a company that is known for its ability to make first-person shooters also knows how to make Smash Bros. I'm sure we've never seen a company make something that's out of their ballpark of experience go completely well. I'm sure we have no examples of that going extremely wrong. Suicide Squad. Let's jump into the article, shall we? Bungie has been quietly working on a new IP called codename Gummy Bears, a team-based competitive MOBA game. Gummy Bears officially transitioned from Bungie to a new PlayStation studio with around 40 Bungie developers spearheading its continued development. So what it sounds like, and maybe I'm wrong, but we know that it was ongoing, that it went silent. I thought it was canceled. I thought it was among the projects, but what it was a project that was absorbed by PlayStation, run by PlayStation, but there are 40 Bungie employees that are part of this project. Now, whether they were absorbed, they're part of the employees that were absorbed into Sony, I don't know. It doesn't really specify that in the article, but we do know that there's 40 employees, and to my acknowledgement, it's not necessarily taking away from like Bungie. This was always part of the plan. This transition followed by Bungie's second round of layoffs in mid-2024, shortly after the celebrated release of Destiny 2's The Final Shape expansion. In an official statement, Bungie announced, "We are working with PlayStation Studios leadership to spin out one of our incubation projects to form a new studio within the PlayStation Studios to continue its promising development." There it is. Keep reading, Mr. Gaming Counselor, and you get your answer. Who'd have thunk? So everyone who's saying, "Oh, I can't believe Bungie's making a MOBA, they're making a Smash Bros. Like, no wonder Destiny's so bad." No. We gotta get the facts right. Bungie has no say in this. This is Sony, and this is a different studio under Sony. First reported by the Game Post back in 2023, Gummy Bears is described as a vibrant and colorful game aiming to attract a younger audience. What we know about Bungie's Gummy Bears. Gummy Bears is a MOBA at its core with a playful twist. It incorporated elements inspired by Nintendo's hit platform fighting game, Super Smash Bros. This is according to multiple sources familiar with the project who wish to remain anonymous as they cannot publicly discuss the company's plan. Players won't have traditional health bars. Instead, the game uses a percentage-based damage system where the characters are knocked back further based on how much damage they've taken or inflicted. Players can even be knocked off the map entirely. The game features multiple game modes catering to various player preferences and 3 distinct class types: support, attack, and defense. One source told us that the players could hang out with friends in between matches and express their identities in the game. But we've seen these knockoffs of Nintendo games. In fact, we actually have a knockoff of Smash Bros. It was like the Nickelodeon multiverse one, which I heard was pretty good, but obviously not as exciting, as popular as Smash Bros. I don't know. Like, we're talking about a company, like employees from a company that has only worked on first-person shooters. They're making a MOBA Smash Bros version. I don't have any confidence in this. This feels like another Concord situation where Sony's making the decision to like make something that maybe shouldn't exist. I don't know. It's obviously meant to be a more kid-like game, which again is not something that Bungie has really done. Like, nothing's more kid-like than blowing heads off in Halo or Destiny. Like, ooh. But maybe I'll be wrong. Maybe Bungie, you know what would be funny? Bungie has more success with making a MOBA Super Smash knockoff than actually with Destiny. I would laugh my ass off if we see more success, more popularity to the Bungie name because of this new game, this Gummy Bears game, than Destiny. I would laugh my ass off. I kind of want it to happen. I don't know. That's my train of thought. I would think it would be funny if this little small studio pops off, because it would only indicate that the problem is actually Bungie themselves. With a lo-fi, cozy aesthetic, Gummy Bears is aiming to appeal to a younger audience compared to Bungie's previous works. The tonal shift reflects a deliberate effort to diversify the studio's portfolio and connect with new demographics. Eternally, the game has been described as Bungie's most fun project from incubation, receiving overwhelming positive feedback from playtests. It's understood that Gummy Bears has been in development for around 3 years. Here are some key details we've learned. A PvP team-based competitive game mode. While fundamentally a MOBA, the game Smash Bros. Influence means it feels distinct from other series in the genre. Falling off maps, replacing health bar eliminations, multiple game modes are planned. Gummy Bears is described as having a lo-fi cozy vibes, a sharp departure from Bungie's usual dramatic high-stakes sci-fi worlds. The project has been praised internally as Bungie's most fun project out of incubation. The game is targeting a younger demographic with vibrant, colorful visuals. Expect a variety of roles, including support, attack, and defense classes. Gummy Bears has been in development for at least 3 years. Again, I don't know how I feel about this. It's not within their genre at all, like in their ballpark. And it only continues to allude to the fact that Bungie's desperate to get away from Destiny, like they were from Halo. Like they were tired, they want to move on. I think that's what I call the Halo syndrome, where you create something for so long that you need to get away from it. And that's kind of what was happening with Halo. I think part of the conflict of interest with Halo and Microsoft, or Bungie and Microsoft, was that Microsoft wanted to continue to crank out Halo, and they're tired of it, right? They're tired of it. There was difference of opinions a lot with making the games themselves. I've heard a lot of backstory, but it feels like the same thing is happening with Destiny. And the expectations from Sony maybe are changing how Bungie reacts with Destiny. I don't know. Again, there's a lot that we don't know that's going on behind the scenes. I just know that this seems really odd for them to make something that's completely out of their ballpark. Not even like an ounce of it seems like it's made from their ballpark. If it's colorful and fun and for younger audiences, it's like, maybe they will do well. Maybe this is what needs to happen. They need to move on from first-person shooters. Maybe, who knows? In addition to source details, Bungie's recent patent filing sheds light on potential gameplay mechanics for Gummy Bears. The patent describes a system where towers and MOBA games can dynamically move, jump, dodge attacks, and use special abilities when charged. For instance, a tower might retaliate after taking significant damage by forming a powerful area of effect attack to stun enemies. Such mechanics could introduce a new layers of strategy and predictable, setting Gummy Bears apart from other games in the genre. I don't know. Someone can tell me how successful MOBAs are. Like, I'm going to just do a quick chat while I'm looking and see what are the popular MOBAs. Popular MOBAs. Like, we know that Super Smash Bros. Is very popular. And so when we're thinking Dota 2, League of Legends, Valorant. Valorant is a MOBA? I thought Valorant was like was kind of like CS:GO. But let's look at League of Legends. I'm just curious. I'm gonna take a look just to see. But like, what's the player ratio? What are where we're looking at? Dota 2 at peak in 24 hours was 800K, about 800K. Just rounding up. Yeah, I would say if they can hit that market, if Bungie can pull it off and compete with Dota 2 and probably League of Legends or whatever else is hot in the market, that's just one example, maybe they can make some money. Maybe that's why they're trying to do like a MOBA, Super Smash Bros. They're trying to squeeze into a new genre and make some money. I don't know. You guys let me know in the comments down below what you think. Do you think they can pull it off? I feel like Bungie can barely be successful with the games that they have experience in already. And now we're going to try to go in create something else. And also, again, I'm confused how this studios works, because it sounds like it's being run by Sony with 40 employees, but is it still Bungie themselves? I don't know. The article doesn't do too hot, but what I know is that these employees are Bungie employees, and it doesn't make sense that they're making a completely different genre of a game. I don't know. Interesting. We'll have to wait and see if it's free to play. Maybe I'll try it just to see how it goes. Obviously, it's meant to be more for kids, trying to grab a different demographic, which maybe it will have success. I just don't know how many kids are excited to play MOBAs. Like that, MOBAs for my what I remember them about MOBAs were very team focused, very strategic. Maybe kids are popping off on Fortnite and doing crazy stuff. So maybe I'm wrong. We'll see. I'm Mr. Gaming Counselor. Hit that like button, comment down below, and subscribe to the channel for more. As always,